Hi, listeners, and welcome to my Holland Update. I'm Marianne Vanderfield, Public Information Coordinator for the City of Holland, and today our guest is Mark Vanderploeg, our Director of Community and Neighborhood Services. Hi, Mark.
Hi, Marianne. Glad to be here today.
Thanks for taking time to talk to us. We are going to be talking about a big change coming up in our recycling program. The city's rolling out a new recycling program. Tell us a little bit about that and what the big change is going to be.
Yeah. So it was a couple years ago that when we were redoing or coming up with a new recycling contract for residential users in the city, we did kind of what do I want to say here? We did a waste audit. Those are the words I'm looking for. We did a waste audit, and by doing that, we understood, all the different characteristics of their waste stream, but also all of the recycling stream. Okay, and but one of the interesting things that we came up with is we more fully understood the failure rate of the yellow bags that people have been using to recycle and to get that over to the waste hauler. So. For years and years, we know we've been using yellow bags, and
Sure.
that all worked fairly well.
Mm-hmm.
With most of the recycling, the plastics and so forth, all kind of being shipped over to China. That was the main market for a lot of our recycling materials, actually nationwide. And but the standards changed. The Chinese standards changed a few years ago. And kind of the contamination rates for a lot of the recycling materials became much more strict.
Okay.
So kind of the way that we were doing recycling in the past with the yellow bag system then, and kind of the inherent, some of the contamination rates then we were not going to be able to move forward with that. And so when we got kind of the results of that, it became apparent that we really need to move to a carded system. Which most communities do, and so we started looking into that and doing the research necessary to fully kind of figure out what would a recycling cart program look like, how would we roll it out, et cetera. And we brought a lot of the analysis to City Council, I want to say about a year ago or so, and our City Council was fully on board with that then. Okay. So once they made the decision to move forward, we just kind of been doing the planning over the past year, and now we're to the point that we're almost ready for rollout. So.
Nice. So, Mark, when will residents see these new carts at their curbside?
Yeah, so Marianne, the plan right now is to start rolling those out the week of April 12th. So they will start hitting people's driveways on Monday, April 12th.
So soon.
Yes, soon. And we anticipate that it's probably going to take 5-6 days or so forth. So most people will see them that week of April 12th, but some folks might see it the following week also. So coming up real quick.
It is. Mm-hmm. And then when will the collection, so then the yellow bags will go away, correct?
Yes.
No more yellow bags.
Yes.
When will customers be able to use the cart for the recycle pickup?
Right. So the week of May 3rd, so starting on Monday, May 3rd, will be when people should start to roll out their carts to the curb. And so there's going to be a whole package of information accompanying these carts when they're rolled out
that's good to
in
know.
April. And so there's going to be an A week and a B week. And folks, when you get your carts, look through that package of information. And there's going to be a calendar, and there's going to be a map that indicates, if you're going to be an A week or a B week. And it should be rather simple and straightforward. But if you are an A week, then you need to roll it out on your regular trash day, then starting the week of May 3rd. And then the B week will be the following week, starting on May 10th. So as far as the recycling bags, so please, folks, continue to use the yellow bag system up until the week of May 3rd. If you do have any leftover yellow bags after that, please feel free to use them as garbage bags.
Okay.
And you can just use them in your regular waste stream then. So, but please do not put recycling or recycling stuff in the yellow bag inside the new bin that you're going to be getting. So
That's good to know,
Yeah.
right? So no bags, though. They just
yep.
toss the recycles right into the cart.
Yes, so that's going to be kind of neat too. So folks, they can set up however they're going to do it in their house, but then you can completely commingle all the stuff and put it into your bin. Cardboard you can have bigger pieces of cardboard because
Sure.
these are going to be big 95-gallon containers. But folks are going to be. You have to keep in mind too that the recycling will happen every other week. So it's not going to be every week like your regular solid waste, the garbage going out, but every other week. So, but
Okay.
it should be plenty of room then for recycling.
Sure. What do you want residents to know? What should they do with their recycles first before they go in the cart?
Yeah, good question. So, good recycling starts with cleaning out the stuff. So if you got a tuna fish can or a jar of spaghetti sauce or whatever it may be, make sure that it's rinsed out and cleaned rather well. We like it if they're dried off and so forth, but the most important thing is that they're clean
Okay.
when they go into the bin. So,
Okay.
yep.
If people aren't sure if something is recyclable or not, where could they find that out?
Yeah, so we're going to be having a lot of information. So in addition to the bag that's going to be accompanying the cart when that's rolled out, actually on the cart itself, there's going to be kind of an in-mold label, we call it, and that should help folks out too. Kind of figure out, okay, now what exactly, what kind of plastics or what kind of tin cans or whatever. So that will be a source. But we also have a QR code that people will be able to scan
Nice.
for kind
Okay.
of quick convenience, and that will direct folks to our website, and that is recycleholland.com.
Okay.
And so, folks, please keep in mind that is the website right now. That website is actually up right now, and it's full of content. But that's going to be the primary place for folks to get updated information about recycling. And what can or cannot, be recycled if you need some additional information on that. And just briefly talking about recycleholland.com. So we're going to be doing kind of marketing and informational pieces through the remainder of this calendar year, right on up through December. And so we're going to be getting information out to you folks a number of ways. Some of them might be direct pieces you might get in the mail. Some of them might be videos that perhaps get posted to recycleholland.com or at the city's webpage. But there also will be other content too. So please go to recycleholland.com for that information as we roll it out the remainder of this calendar year.
Your typical plastics, metal cans, cardboard, papers, and glass is recyclable, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. All the glass is recyclable too. So all of the items that have been recyclable for years now, those will all remain so.
Okay.
And folks can continue to do that recycling as normal, except you got a big can to put it into now.
Right.
So yeah.
Right. And if they have questions about the cart or about the program and they want to speak to somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's a good question. And, not everybody wants to just get their information by, staring at a website or whatever. So there is a phone number that's going out right now for the Carts Are Coming postcard, and as well as on the other information we'll be sharing. So I believe the number, Marianne, is 355-1500.
Right.
If I'm correct, and I believe it's extension 2,
Correct.
and that will take listeners to the BPW customer service, primarily, for waste hauling and recycling. So if folks want to talk directly with a person, that's a way to get information also.
Okay. Thank you. Is there anything else
So there's going to be a couple-week lag then between the time people get their carts and when they're actually to roll them out. So, yeah, so the big date then when you can roll it out, folks, is the week starting May 3rd is when you can actually start using the carts then. And so like I say, folks can use the yellow bags if they want to up until that week, or people can actually start, once they receive their can, you can start putting your recyclables in the can and just waiting until May 3rd that week or the week of May 10th to roll their stuff out too. So yeah, so I guess just a couple kind of final things is, I'll just reiterate again, the recycleholland.com webpage is going to be the best source for information. And just want to leave a thought with people too, and that is recycling really kind of starts before you even buy something, so before you go to the grocery store or the sporting goods store or whatever it may be to buy whatever product you're looking to buy. Please consider buying things that don't have much packaging to them or maybe have very little packaging at all, because recycling really even starts before you buy something.
Sure.
So the less that you buy that has packaging and so forth that then needs to be recycled is even kind of a head start on recycling. So it's avoiding having to recycle things in the first place is a good thing to consider too when you're buying your household items.
Right. And one final comment, storing the recycling carts just as they would store their trash carts, right? In their garage, on the side of the house.
Yes. So please, hopefully everybody's got room that you can store this cart in your garage or an accessory building, or in your rear yard area is the preferred location. So the carts will look decidedly, well, they're going to be the same size and everything as your regular garbage cart, if you have a big garbage cart. But the recycling carts will be noticeable because they're going to have an orange lid on them.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so you won't be throwing garbage in your recycling cart very easily because you're like, the orange lid, that's for recycling. So just for listeners too, if there are folks who might need assistance in rolling their recycling cart out to the curb, I know that we do have an existing program now that perhaps might help elderly folks or so if because the big 95-gallon cart's kind of unwieldy.
Sure.
And to roll that out to a curb could be challenging for some folks. And so we just ask people if they would like that service, if they have that service now and they would like to have that used for the recycling program as well, to check in with the BPW and see if the recycling cart can be rolled out to the curb too.
Okay.
So.
And that's the backdoor program, right?
Yes, it is.
And
Yes,
they could
it is.
probably call and talk to somebody at that same phone number,
Yes.
355-1500 extension 2.
Yep, that would be the best way to go with that.
Okay. And until next time, this has been my Holland Update.